So, we've got the Modern Warfare 2019 beta, and of course it's replacing Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So how do they compare? We're looking at the multiplayer in Modern Warfare 2019 here, and it will flip over to Black Ops 4 in probably about 40 seconds time. Now I'm going to start off by saying that I really enjoy the gunplay in Black Ops 4, apart from the time to kill. I think is a little bit too long, and if you've enjoyed the gameplay and the gunplay in Black Ops 4, when you come to Modern Warfare you'll find it a lot quicker. The time to kill is much faster, so that might take a little bit of getting used to. Also, there's no getting away from the, I'll use the term, fluidity of the gameplay and the gunplay in Treyarch Call of Duties. You know, the sliding, the running, the way that the maps are designed, you know, with the 3 lanes. Everything feels really good. I'm a big fan of the Treyarch Call of Duties, you know, obviously Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. You know, they really know what they're doing. And I think the problem with Black Ops 4, I think, well, one of the problems is I think they were given directions by Activision, probably well into the development cycle of Black Ops 4, that affected the final product quite negatively. And a lot of that was to do with the Battle Royale mode, because Black Ops 4, no campaign, which is very strange for a Call of Duty, but it did have Battle Royale, it did have Blackout, and I guess with the success of PUBG and especially Fortnite, Activision went, no, we need a Call of Duty Battle Royale, you know, get to it, and a studio can only do so much, and so we got Blackout, unfortunately, whereas the longer time to kill in Black Ops 4's normal multiplayer, you know, team deathmatch, domination, etc., didn't really matter that much. I felt that in Battle Royale it really did affect things, especially as not only did you have a longer time to kill, they introduced different levels of armour as well, and that kind of really spoiled it for me, Black Ops 4. However, Black Ops 4 was my game of the year 2018, purely because the multiplayer was so good compared to what we'd had before with Call of Duty World War II. You know, it felt much better. I always felt that with the Treyarch games and the Treyarch map design and the way that they do the gunplay is that it does reward people who are thinking about positioning, thinking about flanking, thinking about where the enemies are coming from. And if you're not that good at gunplay like myself, and I'm not the most accurate person in the world, you can still do okay and you can still have a good time. Now, although that Modern Warfare 2019 isn't from Treyarch, you know, we're back to Infinity Ward, or it's called Infinity Ward. You know, the people at Infinity Ward aren't the same people who made Modern Warfare's 1, 2 and 3 and Ghost. You know, people move on, don't they? But what we do have with Modern Warfare 2019 is a very enjoyable Call of Duty, and when the full game comes out we're going to be getting a campaign, we're going to get multiplayer, no zombies, I'm pretty sure, and we may be getting a Battle Royale, not at launch but maybe next year, which should be very interesting indeed, because Modern Warfare Battle Royale is really what we want. You know, I want PUBG but with the Call of Duty engine, and with fast time to kill, you know, so it rewards positioning. Because what I really don't like in multiplayer games, and especially battle royales, is the situation where you work quite hard to get yourself into a advantageous position over somebody, in other words, behind them, and then you start firing, you start hitting them, but because the time to kill is so long, they can turn round, and if they've got better armour than you have, they can then kill you. And I really don't like that. And the problem with the Battle Royale is you have that 10 minutes of build-up to that point, which is all wasted. It doesn't matter quite so much in ordinary respawn multiplayer, because you know you're back into the fight. Graphically, Modern Warfare 2019 isn't as colourful. Sound-wise, it sounds great. And you can't beat the fact that now we've got proper gun noises. I alluded to the map design earlier on. We're going from more of a 3-lane traditional Treyarch design to maps that are much more convoluted, more like real-world situations, which unfortunately does lead to more camping and a slower game style sometimes. But the maps are nice and big, so it does support whatever type of playstyle you want to do, whether you want to charge up the middle with a submachine gun or a shotgun, or you want to take an AR and go around the flanks, or even sit at the back with a sniper or an LMG. So Modern Warfare is going to be great for that. And the more I play Modern Warfare, especially since they put the mini map back in, the more I think we are going to be having a great Call of Duty this year. And the foundations laid by Black Ops 4, where we went back to boots on the ground, but with a better Treyarch gunplay from World War II, and now we've got more of a AK-47s versus M16s era with boots on the ground gunplay. I think we're into a real treat as well. So the question is, obviously, if you enjoy Treyarch Call of Duties, if you enjoyed Black Ops 4, will you enjoy Modern Warfare? I think you will, but I think you will have to bear in mind that you probably have to adjust your play style just to think about things like campers and claymores, because you do get situations where people will run the perk that allows you to carry 2 claymores, and they'll go into a room, they'll put a claymore on each door, and then they'll peek out the window and they'll try and shoot people. So if you just try and run through that door, now you're going to get blatted. They're going to hear you coming anyway, so they'll be able to pre-aim and pre-fire when they hear you coming up the stairs or coming around that corner and kill you. So you'll have to watch that. It's not as good for rushing. You can't slide around corners in the same way like you can in Black Ops 4, and then and black people like that. But the M4 feels good. The submachine guns feel good in Modern Warfare 2019, I think we're in for a treat. So I think if you're a Call of Duty fan overall, Modern Warfare is going to be good this year. If you're a Treyarch fan, Call of Duty Treyarch fan, I think you are going to find that Modern Warfare, with a little bit of adjustment to your playstyle and take into account the fact that we're moving away from the super slidey and the long time to kill, I think you're going to have a good time as well. So what I'll do now is I'll just let the footage play of Black Ops 4 and Modern Warfare 19. Obviously, if you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Put your questions and your comments down below, and well, I'll see you again soon.
Be advised, RTB for resupply. Reloading! Enemy UAV overhead. We're behind. We've taken the lead.
Ice pick online. Scanning for open ports.
We've lost control. missile incoming. Take cover. Personal radar in the air. Copy that, 1-5.
Electronic countermeasures active.
Deploying disruptor.
Midway fuel check complete.
Enemy sniper's nest inbound. Sit rep. Hostile care package above. Hostile UAV circling.
Changing max.
We're losing this fight. Get your heads in the game.
Watch out!
Got a personal radar drone ready for... We've got a UAV on station. Ready for flyover. Enemy cruise missile incoming. Take cover. It's over. We're RTB. Move out. Enemy establishing drone squad above. Enemy UAV above. Multiple hostile UAVs operating. Sit rep. Hostile care package above. Hostile Mantis inbound. Enemy CUAV established above.
Disruptor going out.
Hostile lightning strike targeting active. There's no profit in defeat. Fight! Enemy lightning strike inbound. discuss that performance later.